Hello and welcome to this video on converting decimals to fractions. Today we are going to convert three types of decimals. One where there is one number after the decimal point, as in 0.3, and then we will look at 0.27 where there are two numbers after the decimal point, and finally 0.488 where there are three numbers. And then you can have a go at some yourself. Okay, so let's have a look at the first one, 0.3. The important thing is to recognize that the 3 lies in the 1/10 column. So that means the fraction is going to be over the number 10. And all you do is simply write whatever number is there on the top of the fraction. So we get a fraction of 3/10. See if you can simplify, and in this case we can't. So we leave the answer as 3/10. Okay, next decimal is 0.27. So this time, that last number after the decimal point is in the 100ths column. So I know that my fraction will be over 100, and simply look at the number, in this case the two numbers after the decimal point, and we write that on top of the fraction. So my answer equals 27 over 100. Can I simplify that one? No, I can't. So we have the answer there. And then finally, let's have a look at a decimal with three numbers after the decimal point. So I need to look at that last number there and work out what column does that lie in. And I know that is that's the 1/10, and the second one's the 100th. That last 8 is in the 1000th column. So that means the fraction is going to be over 1000. And then I just need to write out the full number that's after the decimal point, which is 488. And that means that we can simplify that fraction down to its lowest form. And if I keep halving the top and the bottom, I should eventually get 61 over 125, and that is our final answer. Alright, so use the method that we've just gone through to have a go yourselves. There are three decimals for you to turn into fractions and write the fractions in their lowest terms if possible. And pause the video and then I will show you how I did it afterwards. Okay, so let's have a look at the first one. 0.7, there is one number after the decimal point, 10, so I know that the bottom number will be 10 in the fraction, and I just write the number on the top, which is 7/10, and I can't simplify that any further. The second decimal, 0.45, that last number is in the 100ths column, so I know that 100 will be at the bottom. All I need to do is write down the full number after the decimal points, which is 45, and that I can simplify further. I'll divide both by 5, which equals 9 over 20. And then finally, 0.624. That is going to be over 1000, because that last 4 is in the 1000th column. And I just write 624 on the top, and I should be able to simplify that to 78 over 125. Well done if you got all those three correct. So now we can make it a little bit more challenging for you, so you can really master the converting of decimals to fractions. So have a go at this question. Solve and write the answer as a fraction by adding these three together. Pause the video, have a go, and then I will show you how I did it afterwards. Okay, so first thing I want to do is to write all of these as a fraction, ideally over the same number. So I'm going to choose 100 as my common denominator. So that's going to be over 100 plus over 100 plus over 100. Okay, so The first one is going to be 0.58, that's going to be 58 over 100. 0.2 is 2/10, and then to make it over 100 I need to times both by 10, which is simply adding a 0 on to the top and the bottom, so I get 20 over 100. And 3/25, I need to turn that into a fraction that is over 100, so I can times by 4 both, which is going to give me 12 over 100. If I add those three together, 58, 78, I get 90 over 100, and I can simplify that to 9/10. Excellent work if you got that correct. You are now the master of converting decimals to fractions, and you can have a look at converting other percentages, decimals and fractions together. Thank you for watching.